I could bottle your gloom and sell it to a wizard. And what if he used it for evil? I can't keep using your phrases for the opening of each one of these videos. It's going to be too much. Hi everybody, this is Jen. Welcome back to more Let's Play Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club. Last episode we ran into a couple of more people, some more literally than others. So, we just had lunch with the Normal Boots gang, and Mai's trying to push the envelope here and push for another invite for lunch tomorrow. Mai tilted her head, eyes twinkling. Mai, Paul said we could only sit with them today. It's cool. Paul waved a hand in dismissal, almost dropping his tray with the other. The cafeteria is really crowded, and we have extra room at our table. People are too afraid to sit with us or something. Well, we did kick a girl yesterday. All three of them shrugged at the same time, then left the room, moving in unison like a team of synchronized swimmers. Jirard, dumping his tray, jogged to catch up with them. As soon as they were out of earshot, Mai took my hand into hers and jumped up and down. You did it, Hana! We get to sit at the popular table! I've been trying to do this for 2 years, and you did it in 2 days! She dropped our hands and made a, jokingly, I think, angry face. Main characters have all the fun. You'll be in pairs, painting a diorama or a papier-mâché lamp, anything postmodern, then write a paper on design, or don't, that works too. But remember, this project will count for 10% of your final grade, so work hard. Sound good? The only response was a bitter murmuring. Miss Shizuka often ended sound good with sound good, but she never cared about the answer. All right, in the last few minutes of class, pick your partners and discuss your project plan. We'll continue next time. In a matter of seconds, almost all the desks in the classroom Okay, let me try reading that sentence better this time. In a matter of seconds, almost all the desks in the classroom connected. I looked at Mai, but a girl, Mimi Santos, already claimed her. Mai frowned at me as if to apologize. I scanned the classroom for her... Dang it, again with the stuttering. I scanned the classroom for a few other people I met, finding them already paired. I was going to be the only one without a partner. Oh, hey puppy, what you doing in here? Hey Pepper Bubbles. What's up? What's up? You're so cute. Go lay down. Go on. There's a good boy. Sorry, Pepper's pulling a Chica. Go away, Pepper. Pulling a Chica Markiplier, if you know anyone about any of that. Suddenly, the edge of a desk collided with mine.
Hey.
Guess we'll be working together. PVG sat in front of me with a cheeky grin. Didn't he sit on the other side of the classroom? How did he get his desk over here so quickly? I leaned over to look past him. He left a gaping hole and several collapsed students in his wake. Seeing my gaze, he turned around. Oh, oops, sorry. He waved sheepishly. A boy glared at him. Well, for better or worse, we're partners. I guess we are. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Wait, no, that's not what I meant at all. You're super smart. I'm just sorry you're stuck with me. You're pretty smart too, though, right? Not that I knew. I guess, but I hate schoolwork. I don't care about it at all. This is kind of like a hint, because apparently PBG never finished college, but that's a lot of Let's Players and YouTubers now that I think about it. 10% of our grade depended on this project. Oh, not that I'm gonna make you do it all. I may not. Blech. Language, Jen. Speak. Oh, not that I'm going to make you do it all. I may not like school, but I'm not gonna let someone else fail just because I think it sucks. I haven't done something like that since I was a kid. The girl got so mad. I learned my lesson. He laughed, hitting the desk and crinkling his nose. I didn't see what was so funny, but from the way he was looking at me, it seemed like I should. I smiled hesitantly. He dropped laughing. He dropped laughing? What? He stopped laughing and frowned at me, the same way he did yesterday. For some reason, reading is just not my thing right now. Ugh. Do you like apple cider? I'm sorry? Or, pinball? What about magnolias? Yeah, I guess I do. You guess you do? But you... He sputtered, opening and closing his mouth like he was trying to eat the air. I searched his face, wanting to help him out. He was clearly struggling. I think I have an idea of what PBG's storyline is, but I'm gonna have to double-triple check to make sure. PBG leaned forward, looking into my eyes like he was deciphering a code. Really forward. So close I could see the little brown flecks in his eyes forward. What? PBG moved away, his anxious look fading into a slight smile. Actually, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it? I was brainstorming a subject for our piece, but you didn't have any strong reactions to anything, so I guess we won't be doing those then. Like hell. The bell rang, and students started packing up. Oh no, we didn't get to pick a project. I'm sorry, that's my fault. I was messing around. But don't worry, I'll come up with something. Just leave it to me. He thumped his chest and he got... He thumped his chest as he got out of his chair, striking a pose and giving me a wide, reassuring smile. He shuffled his desk back to his side of the room as I packed my things away. I didn't understand what happened. Maybe it was better to forget about it? Forget about it? He didn't seem to want to explain. I left the classroom, thinking to wait for Mai, but instead PBG trailed me into the hallway. He cleared his throat, and I turned to face him. I tilted my head back an uncomfortable degree. He was tall, but he was scratching his neck, avoiding eye contact. So, I know you said you were fine at lunch, but are you sure you're okay? I mean, you were really freaked out yesterday, so, Heat crept its way into my face. No, I'm alright. As long as you're fine. If you need help with anything, you can rely on me, though. Especially since, The uncertain look crossed his face again. Well, never mind. Are you heading back to the dorms? Yes. Nice, me too. We can go together. He pumped his fist into the air. I glanced into the classroom. Mai was still talking to Mimi, looking as though she was about to rip the girl's head off. She wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go. But as we turned to leave the hall, we were interrupted by someone wearing a yellow and gray jacket. The rival club's jacket. Hey, howdy hey, it's Space Hamster up in here. Swoop. My heart stopped. Standing before us was a tall man with cheekbones like no tomorrow. I didn't recognize him from our class, which must mean that he was one of the other hidden block members. I didn't know whether I should scoff at him or ignore him, but before I could do anything, PPG held out his hand for a high five.
Hey.
Hey, Jeff!
Jeff returned the gesture, and the two locked into a conversation.
Hey, what's up?
PBG, you pumped for the soccer match?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been waiting all day. I've been waiting for this day all summer. But Japanese schools don't start normally in fall. They start in spring. Whatever.
Right on.
Are you busy? I'm trying to get the team together right now for a last-minute practice. You in? I'm so in. I have nothing to do for the rest of the day. Are my cleats still in your locker? Yep. Awesome. Let's go then. Jeff briefly looked at me and pointed. PBG turned around, surprised I was still waiting.
Hana.
Oh, Hana. Sorry, I gotta go. See you in class tomorrow. I'll make sure to bring my thinking cap. He put on an invisible hat and also gave me a thumbs up. Oh, wait. Do you want to come to our game? It's in a few weeks, and it's the first one of the year, so it'd be cool if you came to watch us. Mostly me, because I'm the star player. Wow, thanks. Okay, now here's the choice to get PBG on your list. And of course you have to say, of course, because he's sporty, and you have to say you like sports. Of course.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun. I would love to come. Woo! Thanks. That really means a lot to me. Usually the first game doesn't conjure a big crowd. Can I bring Mai? She might have planned on going anyways, but she's always including me in things. I wanted to do the same for her. Thank you, people.
Yeah.
Totally. Bring as many people as you want. Fill up the stands. He left with Jeff, and I headed back to the dorms. Click. Mai usually walked with me. It felt weird to be alone, and suddenly I realized it would feel even weirder to be in the dorm alone. Not knowing what else to do, I headed for the library. Might as well get started on some homework. Back in this awesome library again. I stayed in the library much longer than I anticipated, head low over a small sheet of project ideas and a thick book. Every time I thought about leaving, panic seized me. The truth was, I didn't know my way around the academy. Mai had been there to guide me, and I was more focused on the people around me than the places. As students trickled past laughing and heading off to no doubts have tons of fun, I fiddled with my pencil. I would have to leave eventually, though. Hesitantly, I closed my notebook and stood.
Hey, Hana.
Oh gosh, Jirard. Hey, Hana! How are you? I whirled around. Jirard was walking past me, a thick book in one hand.
Jirard.
Oh, she's so cute. The voice actress is adorable. Ah. Jirard, hi. I'm good. Thank you. I laughed weakly and found myself wringing my hands together. Yeah? He clearly didn't believe a word I was saying. I sighed. I'm a bit scared to leave. I know that sounds pathetic, but I don't really know my way around here. So, yeah, you look a bit like a lost otter. A lost otter? But hey, I haven't really got the chance to talk to you until now. I've been wanting to ask if you're settling in all right. I know that transfer students don't really get introduced to the school the same way freshmen do. Are your classes okay? How's your homework load? Do you like the food? Getting along with Mai? I stuttered, unsure of which question to answer first. Everything's fine. Mai is great, yeah, she showed me on the campus recently. It was very nice of her, but she wasn't very thorough. Oh, well, you just spoke to his language right there, completionist. You'll be very thorough on this. A grin slowly spread across Jirard's face, as if he was unwrapping a present. I could show you around if you like. I used to give tours to incoming students. If you're new, you really should get a tour. Okay, this is a way to get Jirard on your list. You just go, oh, okay, sure. Jirard's eyes lit up at the mere mention of a tour. I felt bad turning him down.
All right.
Great, we can start at the boys' dorm. I need to put my books away. He laughed and headed out the library. I fell into step alongside him. His laugh is amazing. Has anyone told you we don't get many transfers? It's been implied. I've always wondered what new students think of everything right when they get here. I wish I could experience everything here for the first time again. Was your old school anything like this? Not at all. It feels more like a college campus because of the dormitories. My old high school was a big brick building. Jirard nodded. I thought he wanted to say more, but there we were, in front of the boys' dorm. He pulled open the door for me, and once inside he held open his hands. Aw yeah, this is the Bluebell house. This is where the boys live. It's literally a carbon copy of the girls' dorm, except the walls are blue. And apparently it's mirrored. Feel free to walk around, but probably don't go into any rooms. I'm gonna go drop this off. I'll be right back. He raced off to the stairwell, then took them two at a time. I got the feeling he was rushing so as not to make me wait longer than I had to, and I smiled. It made me feel cared for. There wasn't much to look at or do while I was waiting, though. I stepped into the side so as not to block the door and stretched out my neck, listening to the sounds of an action movie from a room nearby. Maybe I should wait outside? I headed for the dormitory door, but when I reached to pull it open... Oh gosh, Cat Icarus and Jimmy. Oh man. The door swung open by itself and two yellow-jacketed men stepped into the hall. I stared at them in shock, and they looked at me at the same way. Whoa, pink hair? That's unique. I don't know which one's talking. The one on the right instantly called up my hair in a thick British... Thank you, game, for making me sound like an idiot. But it's another British accent I have to do. Yeah, they're probably the youngest student I met so far, scanned me up and down. You're the girl who sat at the normal boots table today, aren't you? You could tell? Was my presence already so well known, just from sitting at their table? I wasn't sure whether to be pleased or upset, but the men in front of me were busy talking amongst themselves. I never thought they'd entertain having a girl join them. You think it's because of the puzzle incident? Shane would never be comfortable with someone joining up just like that, though. They hardly know her. There must be some reason she sat with them, though. If they're planning a secret weapon, we should get back at them. Excuse me? I shouted into the middle of them, shocking even myself. I wasn't usually so loud or forward, but the way those two were bickering gave me the impression that if I didn't stop them, they'd keep going on forever. I'm right here. You can just ask me something if you're confused.
Hey,
you're right. So, you joining the Normal Boots Club then, or...
What?
Joining? Joining the Normal Boots Club never crossed my mind as a possibility. All I was thinking about was getting in good with them, getting on their good side so that hopefully people wouldn't mess with me. Actually joining the club, was that even possible? And weren't they gamers or something? I had almost no experience with video games. There was no way I'd be able to join. Sounds like my life. Seeing my crestfallen face, the young member backtracked. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. We're members of the Hidden Block Club, and the Normal Boots Club is our rival in tournaments, so we were just wondering,
Greetings and salutations, my beautiful person.
He said the thing! Greetings and salutations, my beautiful person. I'm Cat Icarus, and this is Jimmy Wetzel. You can call me Caddy for short, though. Everyone does. Everyone? Jimmy cast a knowing glance at Caddy's direction, and Caddy grimaced. Almost everyone. Beautiful? Thank you? Don't mind him, he tells everybody that. Because everybody is a beautiful person. Ouch.
hey guys.
Oh, hey guys! Jirard skidded around the corner, panting as if he ran the entire way. In fact, I didn't doubt that he had. I see you met Hana. She's a new friend of ours, so be nice to her, all right?
What?
Would we ever be anything but nice?
Yeah, whatever.
Last year's tournament would beg to differ. That was one time, and that was only because Shane ate my pizza. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Later, guys.
Anyways, I don't want to keep you. I'm giving Hana a tour of the campus since she's new here. Well, it was nice meeting you. Hope we'll see you around more.
Bye.
It was nice meeting you. He sounded Texan for a second. Don't mess with Texas. Water. Jirard waved the pair off as they climbed the staircase, then held the door open for me again. And we're off again. That's Azalea Arts Center. There's a recording booth and lots of spare rooms for clubs to meet in. The theater is right next to it. It's where John holds the drama club and all its rehearsals. I think the student council elections are held there, and Jirard has a special event at least once a semester. Last year, it was a martial arts exhibition, and Jirard did kendo against other practitioners at the school. Jirard doing kendo. I can't imagine it. He shook his head in awe.
See what I mean?
He's truly talented. Really, all of my friends are. I think I'm really lucky to have people like that around me.
Jirard.
Aw, Jirard.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you have a question? No, that's all right. Great. Over there you can see Higginbana peeking out in the distance. There's a field separating us, and people like to eat there. Jirard seemed a cheerful, grateful, down-to-earth kind of person. He was really going out of his way to help me out and be kind to me, and he didn't seem to even realize what a big deal that was. I giggled. Something told me I shouldn't point it out. Despite that, I was truly thankful. He took me to the places Mai did and more, describing everything and several past events in excruciating detail. It was a little much for a friendly tour, but having the names and locations of the buildings burned into my mind was a good thing. Sorry, I'm reading the posters in the background. I saw Asagao High School Host Club. There's Don't Totally Suck at Volleyball. Volleyball. I'm being really tall. Of course, people are automatically like, join the volleyball team. And I'm like, nah, my wrists, bro. They hurt. Volleyballs, too much damage, can't do it. I need them to draw. We ended the tour back at Poppy Hall after what seemed like hours of walking. Jirard was keen on finishing off the tour with the best place on campus. Ta-da! Here it is, the Normal Boots Club Room. There are kittens on that table. He pushed the door open and pointed inside. It looked like a regular room, filled with desks and some kind of toys. It's not much, but it's home for some of my happiest memories. He shut the door again and dusted his hands. There's a little closet here people used to store things. Too. He reached to turn the handle but paused, then retracted his hand. Was that a shutter I saw? Just a little tip. Knock before you open the door to any closet on campus.
Really?
Why? Oh, ghosts, I guess. That was strange advice, delivered strangely. Jirard was uncomfortable. I wasn't sure what to make of it. He knocked and a few seconds later opened the door. Oh. Hi, CreepsMcPasta! He was actually one of the, I think he was one of the programmers for this thing, so it's great that they included him in the game, but still, does he have to be in the closet? Someone was in that closet! I was not expecting someone in that closet. Why was someone in the closet?
Hey.
Hey. Jirard waved to the person, then closed the door, turning back to me. Who? Sorry if he scared you.
What?
What? Anyways, that's it for the tour. How was it? He beamed. I hesitated, but seeing his eye twitch slightly, I thought better than to bring it back up. It was awesome. Thank you so much. I learned a lot about the school and about you and your friends. It really made me feel included. No problem. Not at all. I like helping out. I wish someone had showed me around when I first got here.
Huh.
You have no idea how long it took me to find all the secret tunnels and make a complete map of the campus. Secret tunnels?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh man, I've got to show you. Jirard glanced at the clock hanging at the wall and winced.
Oh.
Darn, I gotta get going. I've got homework to do, but if you ever need more help, I'm here for you. He got out a notebook and scribbled something down. Then he ripped it out and gave it to me. Here. My phone number, dorm number, address, parents' phone number, email, spacebook, and blipper information. Don't hesitate to ask me anything. Well, Hana, a boy just gave you his number. How about that?
See you later.
I'll see you later, Hana. It was really great spending time with you. Sorry, I saw Crying Party, this first from the Sad Girl, Itty Bitty Kitty Collection. And just like that, he was gone. I put the paper in my bag, chuckling softly to myself, then paused. I had to check. We were in front of the supply closet the whole time, and I fought the urge to open the door after Jirard closed it. Now I was going to see who was in there. Darkness. The light was off this time. I slid my hand across the wall, looking for the switch, and flipped it. There was no one in the closet. I froze, still as the paints and construction paper that lined the walls. He wasn't in there, and this was the only exit. That he did mention, secret tunnels. I closed the door, blinked hard, and walked straight back to my dorm room. Forget it. Forget about it. Forget about it. Just forget about it. Ignoring that last incident, Jirard truly went out of his way to show that he was thinking about me. In fact, I got the impression he was this way for everybody, maybe even everything. He was thorough, very thorough, and when he wanted to help you, he did everything in his power to do so. Maybe it hadn't meant much to him, but it meant a lot to me. I returned to the dorm and crawled into bed with a smile on my face, ready to take on the next day. This time I knew I wouldn't get lost. That's so sweet! Is this the next day? Day 4. Dear Diary, the Normal Boots guys seem like a really odd bunch, but I don't mind being around them. It's weird that I get so many stares just for sitting with them at a table, but it's kind of nice to be getting people looking at me with interest instead of with hatred. I wonder how long we can keep this up. Oh boy, mine arrived at Poppy Hall the next morning and immediately became clear. Something had changed. Posters drenched in nausea-inducing neon colors were plastered on the lockers. Several students gathered to take a look. Oh my gosh. We walked over to one of the walls to get a better look. Is that Jirard? When Mai didn't respond, I turned to look at her. The expression on her face told me that her mind wandered somewhere that would have made a call girl blush. Mai, you're drooling. That seemed to jolt her out of her fantasy. She lifted her sleeve to wipe away the dribble on her chin. I'm not. What are those posters for? Well, last year, Jirard put on a fashion show. It looks like he's doing it again this year. I didn't know Jirard was into fashion. I'm pretty sure Jirard didn't know he was into fashion. Mai shrugged. He's not. I waited for some type of clarification.
He's so cute.
One time in biology, I saw him take off his sweater and his shirt kind of stuck to it and pulled up, and I swear he had like 20 abs. I waited in vain.
Good morning.
Hello, ladies. Oh no. Mai whipped around, and there stood Jirard in all his glittering, magnificent glory. Mai's face turned a bluish... not a bluish pink, a blushing pink. Derp. The most beautiful guy in school. I see you're admiring my totally sweet posters. Yeah, they're really something, Jirard. I like your abs. With sudden soul-crushing realization of what she said, her expression twisted into a mixture of horror and disgust. Jirard was unfazed.
Hana?
Thanks. But Hana, I was actually you I wanted to speak to. Why would you want to talk to me? Oh, yeah, okay. What's up? Jirard looked expectantly at Mai. She didn't move. Realizing she was in trouble, I nudged her with my elbow as subtly as I could.
Hey.
My, would you go get me a soda? I am really thirsty. Without a word, Mai scuttled away. Jirard turned back to me, a cool glint in his eye. He seemed used to the effect he had on women.
Well,
I wanted to talk to you about the fashion show, actually. You're new here and all, so you probably don't know, but every year I like to put on a little fashion show to showcase my modeling talents. Modeling skills, whatever. Wait, what? You know, just to make sure people don't forget what I'm capable of. Flip. What the frig? He reached into his pocket, pulled out a stack of glossy photos, and thrust them into my hands. I stared down at them in awe. The stupid double chin, the triple chin, the silly face is so great. I flipped through them, starting to notice a pattern. As you can tell, my beauty is something that can't simply go to waste. I like to hold a fashion show here at Asagao Academy to sure everyone gets their yearly dose of pro-Jirard. I flipped the last photo. Heat shot up my neck and ran into my ears. Surely this was some kind of joke. I shoved the stack of photos back at him, wiping my sweaty palms against my skirt. What does this have to do with me? Ah, that might have been a touch rude. Jirard, as smooth as ever, simply smiled.
you're perfect.
Huh? You said you're perfect. Sorry. I think you have potential, Hana. He suddenly leaned in close to me, so close in fact that I could smell his cologne, a musky, sweet aroma of earthy scents and... ham? Potential for what exactly? Jirard shifted his mouth so close to my ear I could feel its heat. For greatness. He reached into his shirt pocket and retrieved a small slip of paper. With quivering hands, I accepted it.
All right.
My card. My number's on the bottom. If you're ever interested, I could teach you a thing or two about modeling. Okay, I stared down at the card in my hand, feeling as if I looked away, it would disappear. By the time I gathered my courage to face him again, Jirard was gone. Feeling quite dizzy, I headed for class, the business card strangled to death in my white-knuckled hand. Jirard is such a dork. By the time I got through the milling students and into the classroom, Mai was sitting at her desk, face down and completely still. I took my seat and twisted around to poke the dejected Mai-shaped heap. She didn't budge.
Hey.
Mai? I heard a muffled groan of despair.
I can't believe this.
I'm such a social disaster. No, you're not. I tried to sound comforting, but I was never really good at this sort of thing. Mai finally lifted her head from her desk. What's that? She motioned for the business card that I was holding in my hand. I set it in front of her. Mai appraised it for a long minute with a blank face, as if I set a rare artifact in front of her that she didn't exactly believe was real. Then her eyebrows pulled together. He gave you his number? Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, not really. He said I should call him if I want him to teach me how to model like him. It was embarrassing to even say, and the words felt awkward in my mouth. The moment I said them out loud, I wished I could grab them back and swallow them. I expected Mai to give me a once-over before making the off-the-cuff comment about how I wasn't nearly pretty enough to be a model. But she didn't.
Yeah!
He, totally wants to get with you. Her tone was so matter-of-fact, I gaped.
What?
What? No, he doesn't. Why would you say that?
Bingo.
Okay, Hana, I've taken enough sex ed classes to know when a guy fully wants you, and Jirard, fully wants you. Mortified, I snatched the business card back off her desk and shoved it in my jacket pocket, turning away. My cheeks felt like they were on fire. By now the classroom was filled up with students. They chattered amongst themselves, but with the white noise of their conversations wasn't loud enough to drown Mai out. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see John and PVG seated in their desks at the back of the classroom. I'm talking serious, grabby hands in the back of his dad's Camaro here. You're gonna make babies with Pro Jirard, Hannah. Little, glittering Jirard babies. Ma, you did it again with the comment. No, I'm not. You're totally crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Miss Shizuka, like some kind of angel, cleared her throat in front of the class. I exhaled gratefully and sunk down into my seat. When class finally ended, Mai and I headed for the cafeteria, the incident forgotten in her hurried attempt to explain Miss Shizuka's scandalous last relationship.
What a jerk!
Seriously, he spent all this time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who only liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend. That sounds like a manga plot. Are we sure this is some sort of anime plot already? I mean, who does that? We got our food and hesitated in the middle of the room, looking at Normal Boots' table. Neither of us wanted to go up and demand a seat, especially after wriggling our way in the day before. What if they changed their minds? But Satch, noticing us standing like lost lambs in the middle of the room, waved us over.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Sorry. Hey, girl. How was class? Oh, you know, normal? Satch nodded and turned away, having been in the middle of talking to Josh. That was awkward. Despite how familiarly he treated me, I still didn't know how to talk to him. Or any of them. I looked across the table and locked eyes with PBG, who stared at me like I was a baby German shepherd. You...
All right.
Cookies!
What?
What?
Oh, sick.
You brought us cookies? Aw, sick. You're the best, Jirard. Paul sprang out of his chair and practically tackled Jirard.
Ah,
Whoa, calm down. There's more than enough cookies to go around. Jirard started passing the cookies around the table, but paused. You're back again? He looked at Mai and at me. I tried to ignore the disappointment on his face. Well, here. He handed each of us a cookie, then headed back across the cafeteria. I stared at the small chocolate chips melting inside the warm cookie. Did he not want us here? But he was so nice yesterday. I didn't even want to eat the cookie, not if this is going to be if he was going to be as two-faced as that. Hey, watch where you're walking next time. A sheepish Jirard stood next to a short, skinny boy who was holding his tray above his head. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful. Oh, you're from Normal Boots. Wait, you're the guy who plays with itty-bitty kitties, aren't you? The boy sneered. How the hell did you manage to get in with a group like that?
huh?
They're my friends. Playing with those stupid dolls? You're an embarrassment. This kid's is like itching for a punch in the face. The kid's friends were hitting his shoulders, looking from Jirard to our table with panicked eyes.
I like what I like.
I think they're fun. Tch, whatever. The kid was led off by his friends. Jirard came back and sat down at the table. That was weird. Jirard sat down and began happily munching on his cookie, looking for all the world like he didn't even care about what just happened. I scanned the cafeteria for the boy who heckled him and found him sitting alone at a table, head in his hands. His friends had left him behind. What was that about? Oh, that? I used to get it all the time. I collect itty-bitty kitty figurines. You know, that kids show with the 5 kittens who live in Kitten Town? So much My Little Pony. Jirard, you and I, when we get to your route, is going to be amazing. They were originally supposed to have magical powers, but whatever. I collect their figurines. They're so cute. I've almost got them all. I'm only missing Princess Pumpernickel. She's the rarest. But why was that guy making fun of you? Doesn't it bother you? I was afraid of bringing up bad feelings, but Jirard just shook his head. It looks kind of weird, right? A teenage boy collecting toys meant for little girls. Brony, 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 brony.
Uh-huh.
But I like them, so I don't let it bother me. Sorry, I didn't bring enough cookies the first time, Hana. I forgot that you were joining us again, but I'm glad you're here. I bit my lip. See, Hana, he was being nice the whole time, and here you were being jumping to conclusions. Hey, your cookie will get cold if you don't eat it. I unwrapped the cookie. Sense of chocolate and cinnamon hit me. I broke off a piece and popped it into my mouth. Jirard whispered something into Nick's ear, who started laughing so hard milk came out his nose. I think this seems like a good point to end off for now. We've reached the 40-minute mark again. These first episodes are going to be around 40 minutes, but once we actually get into the actual routes themselves, they go like really quickly. So this is a wonderful point to end off, I suppose. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. This is Jen. Thank you for watching Asagao Academy Normal Boots Club. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want for more. Also be sure to check out other videos on this channel you may like, and check the links in the video description below for other places on the internet where I tend to dwell. And I will see you all next time.